This is Abhishek from TripleDart, and today I want to show you how we use Claude to manage Meta Ads for our SaaS clients. Now, as a B2B SaaS marketing agency, we use Meta Ads MCP for a lot of our clients, and today I'll also be showing you how you can set this up yourself in just about 5 minutes. We'll be covering the setup, the use cases, and what we've learned from doing this at scale. Why do you actually need something called as an MCP? If you're a performance marketer and you manage Meta Ads for SaaS, you know the routine. Open Ads Manager, click through campaigns one by one, export data into a spreadsheet, compare to last week, try to figure out which creative is fatigued, which audiences are overlapping, and so on. By the time you've done that for one account, you've probably lost half of your morning. Now add other issues like iOS 14.5 signal loss, Advantage Plus campaigns where you can barely see what's working, and the constant pressure to test new creatives, and it's not easy, right? So Meta as an ad platform generates a lot of data, but sometimes it makes it painfully slow to act on. And that's the problem that this solves. To understand what an MCP is basically, it stands for Model Context Protocol. It's an open standard from Anthropic that lets Claude connect directly to external tools like Meta Ads. Before MCP, if you wanted AI help with your ads, you had to download a CSV, put it in your chat, and then prompt it. With MCP, Claude connects to your ad account directly, and you can just run prompts that gives you results for live data. And it also gives you answers in plain English. Basically, it's like a read access to your ads manager. Campaigns, ad sets, metrics, targeting, all in real time. And here's the thing, right? Meta benefits from this more than Google Ads does. So Meta Ads MCP in many ways is more useful than Google Ads MCP. I'll tell you why. Google is keyword driven, relatively straightforward. Meta, on the other hand, is a multivariate platform. Creative, audience, placement, timing, frequency, all of this interact at once. And that's exactly where AI reasoning is more useful. Now, how do you simply set up Meta Ads MCP without using code? Now, you need a Claude Pro account, a Meta Ads account with admin access, and a free Zapier account. Go to Claude settings and then connectors. Browse connectors, find Zapier. It takes you to Zapier's MCP dashboard. Create a new MCP server, search for Facebook ads, and then connect your Meta account. Copy the integration URL from Zapier's configure tab into Claude's custom connector settings. That's it. Now you start a new chat, toggle the integration on, ask Claude to last week's campaign data. If it returns the correct numbers, you're live. If you do this once, the connection works across all future conversations. Now, how do we use Claude MCP for our clients? I've just picked up 4 common use cases that have made the biggest practical difference for us. First, real-time campaign review. Instead of navigating Ads Manager every morning, you ask Claude, what happened across my campaigns this week? It pulls the data, summarizes spend, conversions, CPA, and flags what changed. For accounts running dozens of campaigns across prospecting, retargeting, and awareness, this saves a huge chunk of your time. Second is creative fatigue, probably the highest ROI use case. An ad that performed well in week 1 can waste money by week 3. Frequency climbs, CTR drops, and there are a lot of things that can happen, and most teams catch it after some of the budget's already been spent. Claude scans all your active ads, flags the one where CTR is declining while frequency is increasing, and it tells you what needs creative rotation as well. Third use case is audience overlap. If you run multiple ad sets targeting similar audiences, you're bidding against yourself. Claude pulls targeting for every ad set and maps where they overlap. During one client onboarding, for example, we found 3 ad sets hitting overlap lookalike audiences with no cross exclusions. Fixing that dropped CPL by double digits in just the first week. The fourth use case is lead quality. This is very important in B2B. A registration is not a win if it actually never converts downstream. Claude pulls the registration events alongside purchase or trial events and calculates the registration to qualified conversion rate per campaign. You see which campaign generated volume and which generated pipeline. This distinction will typically drive a lot of budget decisions that you make. Now at TripleDart, MCPs have been life-changing. Account reviews went from taking around 30 minutes per client to just seconds. We run creative fatigue scans weekly across every account. Audience overlap audits are now a standard onboarding step. Client report first drafts that took an hour take minutes now. The speed matters obviously, but the bigger win is coverage. Things that you knew you should probably be checking regularly but you never had the bandwidth for, now you have a way to make it happen as part of a standard workflow. Now, quickly getting into some best practices, Claude is an analyst, not an autopilot. Always review its recommendations before applying changes to your account. Scope your query with date ranges. This keeps the responses fast and also your account feasible. And budgets in Meta API aren't cents, so $100 daily budget is to be entered as 10,000. Claude handles this, but just keep this in mind. Now, the full article with every prompt, developer setup option, which is an alternative to the no-code option, and all the 10 use cases are linked in the description. Now, if you want help setting this up for your SaaS accounts and managing your Meta ads, you can set up a call with our paid marketing team. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching.